Islanders, I am still in shock by the news from Carnival Cruise Line on late Wednesday afternoon. I have been pinching myself for 48 hours now, trying to come with the realization of all the news. The return of all 22 ships in U.S. ports, to maybe my kiddos can travel with us in March, to, of course, the Carnival Jubilee. Brand new ship coming to Galveston, Texas in 2023. In today's show, we're going to try to deal with the fallout, because with good news sometimes comes bad news. Galveston is set to lose at least one ship. We'll try to see maybe what ships that's going to be. It could be up to 2 ships, but I don't think it will be. We'll also talk about Norwegian Cruise Line, as Norwegian is sailing for the first time today from a port in Florida that it hasn't sailed at since March of 2020. We'll talk about that. Plus, Royal Caribbean's got some big news. We don't know exactly what it's going to mean for cruising, but they filed a patent this week, and they're looking at reinventing the cabin door. Yes, you heard that right, the cabin door. What could they do with a cabin door that would change the cruise experience? We've got the news for you. You know that. Let's talk about all the cruise news right now on Island Time. A big happy Saturday, Islanders. I hope you're having a great weekend. You have found yourself on Island Time. I am your host, Derek, and we all need this time in the islands to unplug from what's going on. We've worked hard all week, Monday through Friday. We busted our backs. Now we get to relax a little bit, right? College football on today, college basketball on today. I've got a fire going downstairs. I hope you have a big weekend planned, and I hope that it includes Island Time tomorrow night, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Island Time will be live, and of course, you know, if you have followed news this week, we have all kinds of things to talk about, so please plan to join us 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time tomorrow evening, Sunday evening. The easiest way, I'll tell you again, to make sure that you're notified when we go live, when I hit that button on my screen, is to be a subscriber and ring that bell for notifications, and it will tell you when we are live. Let's get into the cruise news, because my goodness, what a week for cruise news. There's so much out there. And again, I reiterate, it's positive news for the cruise industry. Across the industry, you can pick any cruise line you want to, and things are very positive right now. And of course, we know from history, from experience, the news media doesn't pick up on cruise news when it's positive, but they're right there when it's negative. All kinds of positive things going on, starting with, of course, Carnival Cruise Line. You know the news from Carnival. All 22 ships back that sail from U.S. ports. Kids clubs are going to open again December the 10th for those children that are vaccinated. If you have children that are cruising with you in 2022 through the end of March, the exemption form is now open. Your cruise has to be paid off before you apply for exemptions. And finally, the Carnival Jubilee, of course. We talked about the Carnival Jubilee coming to Galveston in 2023. And we just wonder, because we've been talking about it for a while, 3 or 4 months, we've called this happening. We were spot on. Now we turn to what's going to happen as a result of this announcement. Galveston will not, as much as we would love her to, she will not have the Breeze, the Dream, the Vista, and the Jubilee. She's not. Somebody's got to go, right? There's not enough room for everybody. So we have said in previous months that we think that the Vista will be the ship that leaves Galveston and goes somewhere else. Now, where she goes, I have no clue yet where she's going to go. We're going to try to take a look at this schedule very, very soon and maybe see if we can guess. But I do think that the Carnival Vista will be the ship that departs Galveston and goes somewhere else. Currently, you can book the Carnival Vista from now until October the 28th sailing in 2023. Okay, after October the 28th sailing, she's not there for November, December, and so far Carnival has cruises in 2024 of January through April. Okay, the Vista you cannot book. The Breeze is in Galveston. You can book her all the way until April of 2024. The longest that Carnival has sailings out there you can book the Breeze for. The Dream, same thing. You can book her from now till April of 2024, okay? Now, that does not mean that the Breeze or the Dream could leave at any time. They cancel sailings. We've seen that happen before. But it looks like there's already a plan in place with the Vista only being available through October the 28th sailing of 2023, okay? I think the Vista's going to go. I don't know where, though. Where would you like to see her? I'd love to see her in New Orleans. New Orleans having a larger ship, and I'm selfish. New Orleans and Galveston are my two closest ports, so I would love to have big ships there. But where would you like to see the Vista land? I think she's the one going. We will keep you posted, of course, with that. Now, let's turn to Norwegian Cruise Line, as Norwegian Cruise Line finally sails from Port Canaveral. Port Canaveral, who's had an awesome cruise restart since July, they have not seen Norwegian. How about this? The Norwegian Escape is set to depart from Port Canaveral Sunday afternoon with a 7-night, and I wish I was on it, cruise to the Caribbean. It's the first Norwegian cruise ship to sail from Port Canaveral since the pandemic in March of 2020. But there's been all sorts of other cruise ships and cruise lines sail from Port Canaveral, but Norwegian has not been one of those. Norwegian is the last of the major cruise lines to sail out of Port Canaveral, and part of that had to do with what happened this summer when it took Florida to court over its ban on COVID-19 vaccine mandates for customers. If you remember, Norwegian is requiring that 100% of cruisers be vaccinated. The state of Florida fought that. Of course, they fought just a broader vaccine mandate, and Norwegian was allowed to operate with vaccinated cruises. They are still doing that now. And I say that because that may be the cruise line for you, okay? If you are at-risk individual, but you still want to cruise, you could cruise, and I would feel safe on any cruise line. I really would right now. The protocols are working. But there are some people who say, I would like to cruise on a ship that's 100% vaccinated. And that may be an option for you. That is why I share it. Finally today, let's get to this, Royal Caribbean, and an interesting story here. It's going to be fun to track this one and follow and see exactly what's going on. Royal Caribbean filed a U.S. patent application this past week. It was on Thursday, actually, for a, get this, multi-function smart door device. They're looking to change your cruise experience based on your cabin door. How about that? This cabin door, and you as a cruiser would control access to a stateroom, and this door would control access based on facial recognition or a wireless credential. Okay, so Royal Caribbean, who uses a lot of times the smart bands, the wristbands that you're able to unlock your cabin door with. They're also moving into the app. You can unlock your door with the app. Wireless credential, of course, is what is based there. But now, having a camera in your door, able to recognize your face, may be on its way sooner than you think. Okay, now before you say, whoa, this is different technology, let's remind you, Royal Caribbean and Carnival both are using facial technology in ports, okay? In terminals, embarkation process, they're using that facial recognition, and a lot of times it allows for you to enter the country when you come back much, much faster, okay? According to paperwork filed with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, the device may be part of a system installed within or near stateroom doors of a cruise ship. Okay, so it may be on the door itself, may be on the wall just by the door. The device would have a wide-angle camera and use face recognition software to recognize who you are and whether or not you should have access to that cabin. Smart door device functionality may be implemented in part by customers' mobile devices. Again, they're going to use that app, okay? So in addition to opening your door, which it would be able to see your face, unlock it, bam, you can go in, there's more. Of course, there's always more, right? We all know that. The new device may perform functions such as personalizing your stateroom features, knowing that you want your lights turned on a certain way, dim or bright, knowing that you want the air to come on, you don't want the air to come on in a certain way. So it's going to be interesting to see. As a safety feature, the smart lock would also allow crew members whose face is recognized to enter the cabin. So your stateroom steward, room service, if you weren't there, they're dropping off gifts, things like that. In addition, a video camera configured to capture video footage. And this is where it kind of gets iffy for me, okay? So this camera that's in your door, by your door, wherever it's going to be, would also use as a security measure, okay? Listen to this. The camera could capture video footage of the public area of the cruise ship adjacent to the door of the stateroom. So the hallway, okay? Wide angle lens, it's gonna see the hallway. Guests in the stateroom would be able to see the video footage as a live stream on the smartphones, just in case you wanted to sit at the bar and pull up the video of your stateroom door. You'll be able to do that. I don't know many who's going to use that, but they reference in this trademark that they want to also use it for knowing how often you visit your stateroom. Use it as security camera if there was an incident, maybe across the room from you. There's maybe audio they could use if there's a situation going back and forth, how many times someone passes your cabin. That's when it maybe gets a little bit big brotherish for that. What do you think about this story here? Facial recognition to open the cabin door. Okay, that's cool. It may allow me faster access to my cabin. But some of these other features, security features, of course, Royal Caribbean's got to have a stake in the game and why they're going to do this. But some of the safety features and maybe a little bit of big brotherish. What do you think about that? Do you think it's okay? Do you care? You're on a cruise ship. A lot of times people say, I don't care who's watching me. I'm not doing anything against the law. I'm not doing anything wrong. You can listen to my conversations. You can video me. What do you think about that? It's different. It really is different. Lots going on in cruise news. And like I said, just about all of it is positive. I'm thankful and blessed that you are part of this Island Time community. Please be interactive, be engaged, leave a comment below. Also join our Facebook page. It stays very, very active. We will be back here tomorrow night, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time as we go live and we discuss all the cruise news and your cruises coming up, answer questions, share tips and tricks, and enjoy some time together. I hope you have a great Saturday. I hope it's long, unless you're working. If you're working, no. I want it to be short. If you're at home, I hope that thing is extended out and it's long and you have a great, great day. We'll talk to you and about the cruise news tomorrow right here on Island Time.